Hey guys, this is CryptoCruz once again bringing you another crypto market update with CoinFinancial. And yes, guys, I'm just enjoying the lovely weather right now. I'm here in the pool, um, just enjoying myself, just enjoying the view. And might as well do a tech analysis for y'all. Everything's going good. I have some great news. Let's just dive right into it, okay? Here we go. All right, so what we're seeing here right now, we are actually breaking the resistant line that I was talking about. The 41,500 level, we just broke above it, right? Now what we need to look for is to close above that line, right? Close above it, and then and then close a solid candle above it. What was once resistant becomes support. All right, so that's what I'm looking at. And in my previous video I told y'all, when we break 41,500, that's when I start to turn bullish again, right? And it's becoming very optimistic. And like I said on my previous video, right, kind of like what happened in the daily chart right here, on the daily chart, on the bigger descending wedge right here, when we broke out of it, I said there's a good chance that we would go all the way back down to retest the resistant line right here, right? And that's exactly what we did. I mean, we didn't quite touch it, right? If we zoom back in, we didn't quite touch this white line right here, right? But when the Ukraine-Russia war, the Russian invading the Ukraine, when that news got released, it took a big dump, right? It took a big dump, and we almost touched it, but not quite. But after that, when we broke a little bit below this line, it was somewhat of a fake out, and we just went straight up. We shot straight up, right? And actually broke this resistant line and broke above it, broke above that falling widening wedge, which is actually a bullish pattern also. And as you can see, I told y'all we are gonna create a W if that happens. But after that W, I said I don't expect us to go straight up to the 41,500. I expect us to do the same thing we did on the daily chart, on this 4-hour chart, to go up and then back down to retest what? This resistant line that used to be a resistance and now became support. And that's exactly what we did too. Yesterday we took a big dump again right here and almost touched it again, just like what we did on the daily chart. Almost touched the support line that was once resistant before we headed back up. And guess what? And on my previous video I told y'all what it is if that happens, we create an inverse head and shoulder. And guess what, guys? That's exactly what this was. It's an inverse head and shoulder that broke to the upside, and we broke our resistance line of 41,500, and now we're here. So that's what it is. That's what I see. And then on the weekly chart, look at this. Look at this. All right, on the weekly chart, my next target, if we do close above that 41,500, we need to close above it on the daily. Actually, let's step back a minute. So just to make this a better confirmation, we need to close this on the daily, and then tomorrow, the full day, we need to stay above it and close above it again to have a full daily candle above the 41,500. And look, guys, on the daily chart, we are forming a nice squeeze that looks like it's starting to separate. And what happens when we're on the upper side of this squeeze that separates? We follow it, kind of like what's happening on the 4-hour chart. As you can see, the squeeze, we're on the upper side of it. When it separates, we follow it up through. If we were on the opposite side, of course we'd be going down, but we're on the upper side right now, so we're following through to the upside. All right, now going back to the weekly, after we close it on the daily and see if we close above it, what are we looking at on the next target? This orange line right here. Let me spread that even more. All right, this orange line right here, which is right around 47k. All right, at 47k, we need to break above 47k and stay above it on the weekly chart and close above it. Once that happens, guess what? The resistance becomes support again, then we need to look at one more week, a full body weekly candle to close above it. All right, on the next week. And when that happens, guys, oh, I am bull mode once again, like all out bull mode, because that's good sign. Because on the weekly chart, guys, that is actually a squeeze. We need to go on top, on the top side of this squeeze, right? Because right now we are still bearish, but if we flip it and go on the top side of the squeeze, guys, we're talking about new all-time highs here. Okay, new all-time highs. And again, on the Gaussian channel, guys, I made a mistake. On the Gaussian channel, let's talk about that for a little bit. I'm gonna turn off my indicators. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna turn on my logarithmic curve, and then I'm gonna turn on my Gaussian channel. Let me do this real fast for you. Alright, so I was looking at the weekly chart on the Gaussian channel. I kind of made a mistake. Usually I like to look at the Gaussian channel on the 5-day chart. Right, 5-day. Here you go. So now we can see a much clearer view of the buying opportunity. Right, every time we're touching it or below it, it's a great time to buy. Right, it's always a great time to buy. Like here, this only happened one. Actually, how many times did this happen, guys? Let's see. As you can see right here, it happened here. We touched it, great buying opportunity. Quickly, but we touched it. We touched it here, great buying opportunity. We touched it here again, great buying opportunity. Right, that's 3 times. And then the Corona dump, we fell below it again right here, great buying opportunity. That's when we spiked up all the way to 65k. And again, look where we're at, golden zone again. We are below it again, great buying opportunity. Guys, that's what you need to look for with the Gaussian channel. That's the golden zone right there. That's always a great buying opportunity. I'm not saying that we can't go any lower. I mean, we can, but still, anywhere below the Gaussian channel is a great buying opportunity. All right, so that's where we're at. Everything is turning around. Everything's looking bullish. And let me turn off my Gaussian channel again. All right, so now on to the news. What do we have? What's going on? So crypto investment funds attract $36 million in capital despite market turmoil. All right, so if the news does affect the market, how come we're not going down with all this bad news with Russia, Ukraine, and all that stuff, and all the market turmoil? The stock markets are going down. Why aren't the crypto going down? Why? Because the chart says we're hitting support and we're bouncing back up. Right, so that's why I like to always quote a famous investor and trader, self-made millionaire, Bernard Baruch. I probably butchered his last name, but yeah, so what he says is, show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. We never listen to the news. We just look at the charts and we can tell you the news, whether it be good or bad, right? So another good news right here, Ukraine has received $37 million in tracked crypto donations so far. So guys, this just shows you how much we need Bitcoin and crypto. Like, as all these central banks in Russia and Ukraine are closing accounts, freezing accounts, they can't withdraw, and then no one can send any money to Russia or Ukraine and everything. But in crypto, no one can stop it. They've donated $37 million in crypto right now to Ukraine. No one can stop it, guys. Pretty much Bitcoin and crypto solves all of these problems. Again, eBay to add crypto payment options soon, says CEO. That's very big right there, because you know how many people shop in eBay. It's almost, if not as just as big as Amazon, right? And again, USDT records new all-time high against Russia ruble as inflation hits. So USDT records new all-time high of pretty much spiking over 30% in 5 days. Nice. That's the same thing as I was talking about with UST, with US Terra, right? When it was reaching so much. So with these stable coins, remember guys, with these stable coins, if there's a lot, that means there's a lot of people on the sideline waiting to buy. Okay, and with UST there was like a few $billion, I forgot the exact number, a few $billion just waiting to get back into the market. Now USDT is showing new all-time highs. That's just waiting to get back into the market. So all these people that are panic selling, they're the ones losing. The smart money are buying it up. All right, let's see. All right, so guys, as I was saying, what it is people say the news causes the market to go down, right? Sorry about that, I'm indigesting. But anyways, if the market does go down because of the news, how come? I mean, yes, when Russia invaded Ukraine that first night, right? Yes, the market did tank. Everything tanked. Even the crypto market tanked, right? But the war wasn't over in one night. It actually have gotten worse. It gotten worse throughout the day. It have gotten worse, like, you know, the day after that. Today, yeah, it's not getting any better, guys. But look at the crypto market. Look at Bitcoin. It's spiking up. So, if bad news affects the market, why isn't, you know, Bitcoin going up? Because what I believe, the chart shows me that we've hit support with Bitcoin, and we have bullish patterns that we're gonna go up. So, and that's what's happening right now, right? The inverse head and shoulders, the W pattern, the falling wedge, you know, all those are pointing to the upside, right? So again, I like the quote, show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. And that's it for right now, guys. I'll update you again maybe later tonight or tomorrow if anything else exciting happens. All right, until then, bye bye.